Hey guys, Colby from Mitten Fitness here. It's Saturday, April 11th. Time for your workout. Today, all you're gonna need is your body and a timer. All body weight exercises today. Good for a Saturday. For the warm-up today, we've got 3 rounds of upward to downward facing dog with toe touches. We're going to do 3 of those movements, which I'll show you. We've got 3 shin boxes and forward folds. I'll show you those as best I can. And then we've got 3 scorpion stretches each side. I'll show you those as well. You're going to do 3 rounds of all of that. So for the downward, upward to downward facing dogs, get down on that ground. Arms are straight. Legs behind you. Arms are straight. Chin is up, chest forward. Feet and legs behind you. Really feeling the stretch in your abdomen and your hip flexor area here, if you're doing it right. And then just reach that chin toward the ceiling. Then you're going to push back into downward dog, trying to get those heels on the ground and make that A with your body, hinging at the hips. The head can be loose here. And then when you're in downward dog, you're going to touch the right hand to the left foot and back, left hand to the right foot and back. That is 1 rep. You're going to do 3 of those upward to downward facing dog and toe touches. Next up is shin box and forward fold. I am not warmed up, so we'll see how this goes. Feet out front. Kind of in the butterfly position, but loosely. You're going to take that right knee and fold it in front of you. Then you're going to fold over the left foot. Come back up. Bring that foot back forward, the right foot. Kick the left foot out, left knee forward. Here's my problem. And then fold over that right foot and back up. And then do it again 2 more times, 3 times total. Shin box and forward fold. The scorpion stretches. These guys are back and forth. Lay on their belly. Arms out to 90, but then just above 90 with those hands. You're gonna take your right leg, right foot, right heel, twist it over. Good thoracic stretch and a good shoulder stretch here. And then come back. And we're gonna do 3 each side. Try to keep that heel from touching the ground. A little bit more of a stretch by not giving that leg a break by touching the ground with it. Okay, so 3 each side of those. 3 rounds of all 3 of those movements total, and you'll be all warmed up and back here for strength. Today's strength, we have an EMOM, a 12-minute EMOM. Every minute on the minute, you're going to do one of 4 moves. All of these moves will be done 3 times through. The first minute, we're going to do 30-second hollow holds. The second minute, we're going to do a side plank on the left side. The third minute, we're going to do a plank, normal plank on your elbows. The 4th minute, side plank on the right side, and then you'll cycle back up to that hollow hold. Come back through the 4 movements until 12 minutes has passed. All right, for that first movement is the hollow hold. With those, get on the floor on your back. Legs come up into that leg raise position. Shoulders come off the ground. Arms back into that bowl type position where you can hold. All right, and we're holding for 30 seconds. 30 seconds of the minute you hold, 30 seconds of the first minute you rest. That second minute goes into a side plank, left side, on that elbow, squeezing the oblique and the glute to make that plank. If you want to make these a little tougher for the side plank, you can always do a starfish. So 30 seconds of a left side plank, then rest for 30 seconds, then you roll into
a forward plank on your elbows. On these, the core is engaged. You're squeezing your glutes, you're pressing everything, elbows, toes, into the ground, and really squeezing to get the most out of that 30-second hold. Most effort, most work. All right, 30 seconds of that forward plank, and then you're going to rest for 30. And then the fourth movement is a side plank on the right. Similar to the one on the left, except it's on the right. And again, with these, if you want to do a starfish to make it a little tougher for that 30 seconds, please do. Also, for that third minute on the normal plank, if you'd like to make that tougher, place a heavy object on your back for that 30 seconds. So after that side plank on the right, you go back to the hollow hold, and again cycle until you've done all 4 movements 3 times for that 12-minute, every minute on the minute. All right, press pause, and I'll meet you right back here for conditioning. All right, welcome back. For today's conditioning, we have another EMOM set up a little differently today. Every minute on the minute, you're going to do 10 air squats. And then for the rest of that minute, you're going to do max reps of push-ups. So you're starting at 0 on the clock for those 10 air squats. Roll right into those push-ups. When it hits minute 1, you're going to do 10 more air squats, and then as many push-ups as you can. Minute 3, you go back into air squats for 10, and then as many push-ups as you can. Minute 4, back to air squats, and on until you get 100 push-ups total. Some of us, this might take, this could take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes and beyond, depending. It's all going to depend on those push-ups. So for that air squat, we've got the squat stance, shoulder width or slightly outside, toes can point out, whatever's comfortable, wherever you step for those the toe angle. And then you're going to start with your butt back, hips back, and down. And then back up. Down. Make sure you're parallel or below, hopefully. And then back up. 10 of those. Midline's nice and stable. 10 of those. And then you're going to go right into push-ups. For the push-ups, you can do strict. Core is nice and engaged. Straight, rigid as a board. If you don't have the strict push-up yet, do elbows, do them from your knees. Or find a bench, chair, ottoman, coffee table, side of your rig, whatever you've got to make those push-ups a little easier. Do the push-ups. This could even be the back of a couch. Just depends on where you are in your skill level for those push-ups. But you want to get 100 of those at the end. That's when you will stop that EMOM. Okay? So again, every minute on the minute, the clock starts at 0 with 10 air squats. The rest of that minute, you do as many push-ups as you can. Keep count while at minute 1 you do 10 air squats. Then you pick right back up with those push-ups for the rest of that minute, and then so on and so forth. All right, now's the time. Press pause. Have fun with this EMOM. Get those push-ups in, a little bit of Murph prep. Have a great Saturday, you guys. I'll meet you back here for the cool down. All right, welcome back. I bet that got pretty spicy at the end. Welcome back for the cool down. We've got 2 different movements for cool down. One's going to be the lizard pose, and we're going to do 30-second holds for each side. I'll show you the lizard pose in a second, and then we're going to do a scorpion stretch, and that's again going to be 30 seconds each side. Just kind of resting and stretching in those. I'll also show you the dynamic version of that in case you just want to go dynamic back and forth. All right, for that lizard pose, you're going to get down on the ground. You're gonna have your right leg is forward, left hand on the ground. You're gonna grab that left foot with your right hand. And then you're gonna kind of ease forward, stretching that hip flexor area and that quad attachment, and just kind of leaning forward into that. Now you can gradually hold and breathe, and every time you exhale, try to stretch a little further for 30 solid seconds. Or you, again, can go dynamic with that and release the tension, go back in. Trying to get a deeper stretch, though, each time on that hip flexor front area. I'll do it with the opposite leg. You might get a better view. So again, grabbing your right foot with your left hand and just bringing that left foot forward so that you can kind of lean in and stretch that hip flexor area. Really good quad stretch here too. And if you can, bring that chest up high. And again, you can either do that static, trying to stretch a little deeper each breath, or releasing and dynamically going deeper. So that is the lizard pose. The second one is the scorpion stretch. Some of you might be familiar with this one. Basically laying on your stomach for this. Your arms are out just above 90. And then let's start with the left leg. You're going to bring that left foot over the back, and you should feel a stretch in your right shoulder, and then a kind of an opening up of your thoracic area. And you don't want to touch the ground with this. You just want to let it hover. You get a little more of a stretch out of it that way. And again, you can hold these for 30 seconds. Or if you want, you can do these dynamically by rotating each side. Just make sure those arms are straight, slightly above 90 with those hands, arms, and really feeling that stretch. Keeping that leg hovering, not touching the ground with that foot. Scorpion stretch. So 30 seconds each side of those, about a minute total time for each of those movements. That's your cool down. After that, you can do the shutdown challenge, or you can fast forward through this cool down, do the shutdown challenge, then come back and do the cool down. Might be better. Anyway, that's April 2nd for you. Have a great day, you guys. Welcome back. Now for the shutdown challenge. The reps will be in your description. I'm going to demo the movements right now. First, you have ab mats. If you don't have an ab mat, you can use a folded sweatshirt. You can even use a couch pillow, small pillow. Tuck that object of cushion, lumbar support up against your tailbone. Feet face each other. Your legs are in the butterfly position. Back, touch the ground, up. Make sure your shoulders cross the plane. That's an ab mat sit-up. Next, after that is lunges. It's pretty straightforward. Try to find that 90 in the knee. Don't track too far over the toe. Stand back up. Same thing. Alternate legs. Make sure that stride's wide enough to find that 90. After lunges, push-ups. Push-ups look like this. Chest to the ground, if you can. Knees, if you can't do feet from the foot position. And if you need to scale even further, find a bench, ottoman, chair, and do the push-ups to the bench.
And last but not least, we have burpees. Burpees. Drop to the floor. Jump up. Or up downs or squat thrusts. Plank out. Up. Okay. Enjoy that challenge. We'll see you tomorrow for the next Stay at Home Get Ripped workout. Thanks so much, you guys. Hey folks, really appreciate you tuning in. Please do us a favor, press that like button, subscribe, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, like us, follow us. Stay healthy.